and the cash that's in our account has come from either some temporary source, some windfall maybe, uh, or it's not very large and it's not going to increase very much. But that doesn't mean that or if it's your job, for example, and you can't pay attention to your investment portfolio because your job takes up most of your time. But if you have a business that's generating cash flow, it's almost certainly can guarantee you amazing results if you invest the proceeds of the business profits. Almost nobody does this. I actually got into a huge fight with my board of directors. One of the reasons, the dominoes fell. But that meme with the domino. But the first domino to fall that ended me in prison, believe it or not, was this domino of I want to take the cash flow from our pharmaceutical company, and buy stocks with it. Nobody does that, right? Nobody does that. And my board said that. They said, nobody does that. We've never seen somebody do that. And I said, you're right. It's pretty rare. There's one guy I heard about in Nebraska that does it. But in general, it's very rare. And they were ticked off because it was, I wanted to do stuff that was outside of the box. You're of course allowed to do it, absolutely. And so it caused a friction that built up to a point where in essence, the board fabricated these allegations against me, and I was victorious. In fact, not only did I beat them in court in the criminal case, but they were forced to pay me. It was publicly disclosed how much. You can look it up. Many millions of dollars in a settlement. But that was the first domino. And it got so ugly that, they reported this fake crime to the right people. And that was that. It's harder to do with rental income because you're unless you own the property. If you own the property, it's actually great. I know many real estate families in New York who've had these properties for like 100 years, and they take their cash flow from the properties and they put them in hedge funds, which is kind of like putting them in stocks because you're just putting them in stocks that somebody else is trading for you. And they've done, some of them have done amazingly well, build billions of dollars. Something like that, Memopolis. It's a little more complicated than that. I don't know if CAPM or WAC is useful. I like discount rates. Yeah, I shit on real estate too. I made a whole video that was don't buy real estate. People were laughing about that some years ago. Yeah, okay, Ben. Yeah, I saw your question. I wanted to. Gemini's okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about D-Wave. Ooh, could be the new IBM. Who knows? You guys always tell me Trump's speaking and he's not speaking.
We're not moving past that to.
I have to hear some retard on CNBC that's never made any money. Yeah, I'm still in Sarepta. I still like it. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, if I were running IonQ, it's exactly what I would do. But the problem is, you got everyone excited because you're a quantum computer company, and you're using that excitement to become a non-quantum computer company. Don't know really anything about Peter Schiff. Yeah, let's look at Adma. Joe, I just, that kind of stuff just hurts my head. Where all the baggies at? Oh yeah, we got to make some merchandise.